Ilia Topuria isn't just coming for Islam Makhachev's belt, he's coming for his soul. The undefeated featherweight champ is moving up to 155 with one mission: dismantle the pound-for-pound king, submit him with his own favorite choke, and do it all while staring down Khabib Nurmagomedov from across the octagon. But with Islam teasing a curveball fight against Paddy Pimblett and Khabib demanding Topuria earn it first, this storyline is turning into a full-blown MMA power struggle. Ilia Topuria isn't just targeting the UFC lightweight belt, he's going after the entire Dagestani dynasty, and he's doing it with a mix of disrespect, confidence, and strategy that's got fight fans buzzing. In one of the most savage quotes of his career, Topuria said he wants to submit Islam Makhachev right in front of Khabib Nurmagomedov, Islam's mentor and UFC legend. But he didn't stop there. He took it a step further by saying he'd talk to Khabib during the fight the way Khabib used to talk to Dana White while mauling his opponents. Khabib used to take people on his shoulder, take them down, and talk to Dana. I will do it to Khabib. I will take Makhachev and then talk to Khabib. That's next-level mind games, flipping Khabib's own trademark dominance and throwing it back at him. It's like telling the king you're not just coming for the throne, you're building your own dynasty on his front lawn. Topuria's trash talk isn't just about words, it's psychological warfare. He's positioning himself as the anti-Dagestani, the guy who can neutralize the most dominant style in modern MMA and humiliate the golden boy of the Nurmagomedov era. He's poking the bear, knowing full well that it builds anticipation, emotion, and maybe even pressure. What makes this even spicier is that Khabib is kept mostly respectful with Topuria, saying he could beat Oliveira and deserves a shot if he earns it. But with Ilia dragging his name into the spotlight, especially in such a brash way, you have to wonder, will Khabib stay cool, or does this turn personal? This isn't just a fight that fans want. This is legacy versus legacy, and Topuria knows exactly how to stir the pot. Ilia Topuria doesn't just want to beat Islam Makhachev, he wants to embarrass him at his own game. The undefeated featherweight champ has already built a reputation for dismantling opponents where they're strongest, standing toe-to-toe with Max Holloway, outstriking Alexander Volkanovski, and submitting jiu-jitsu wizard Bryce Mitchell. Now, he's setting his sights on the most dangerous grappler in the UFC, and he's calling the shot ahead of time. On the PBD podcast, Topuria said something absolutely chilling. You ask me, I feel that I have the advantage in everything. Me personally, I would ask him, what's your favorite submission? I'm going to submit you with that. Makhachev's go-to move? The Darce choke, the same one he used to put away Dustin Poirier and Renato Moicano in back-to-back defenses. And Topuria straight up said, cool, I'll use that one. This is next-level confidence. It's not just I'll beat you, it's I'll beat you using your favorite weapon, the one you pride yourself on, and I'll make it look easy. That's psychological warfare at its peak. Makhachev is known for being cold, calculated, and dominant on the ground, and Topuria is trying to snatch that mystique away. If he pulls it off, it would be one of the most iconic finishes in UFC history. Imagine the visual, Makhachev trapped in his own submission specialty while Khabib watches from cage side. It's the kind of humiliation that legends don't forget. Topuria isn't bluffing either. His submission game is slept on, but it's real. He's finished 8 of his 16 wins by sub, with a variety of techniques. He's just as comfortable choking someone out as he is dropping them with a clean right hand. And by choosing to go that route against the UFC's #1 pound-for-pound fighter, Topuria isn't just chasing gold. He's chasing greatness, and doing it with full-on villain energy. While Ilia Topuria is talking legacy-defining finishes and calling for a straight title shot, Khabib Nurmagomedov is playing gatekeeper of greatness, and he's not handing out free passes. Despite acknowledging Topuria's talent, and even saying he thinks Topuria could beat Charles Oliveira, Khabib made it crystal clear, no handouts at lightweight. In his words, without fighting at 155, no, I don't agree. Islam already gave chance to a featherweight champion. Why Islam have to give 3 times chance for 145-pound champion? Why? It's not fair for 155 pounds. Translation: Makhachev already fought Volkanovski twice. Letting another featherweight jump a line, even if he just smoked Volk and Holloway, isn't something Khabib's cool with. He's thinking from a fighter's perspective, one that values the grind, the division's pecking order, and keeping the belt's path earned, not gifted. That's where Khabib and Topuria's views clash. Ilia's approach? Sell the fight, create chaos, jump the line, because in today's UFC, drawing power often matters more than divisional rankings. But Khabib's from a different era. He's not interested in clout chasing. He wants merit. Khabib even dropped a solution. Beat someone like Charles Oliveira or Dustin Poirier, two killers in the division. Do that, and you've proven yourself as a legitimate lightweight threat. It's a rare moment of tension. Khabib isn't trashing Topuria, but he is putting up boundaries. And it adds a layer of legacy drama to the whole thing. If Topuria wants to break into lightweight royalty, he has to either earn Khabib's respect or tear through Islam without it. And imagine the emotional charge in the octagon if Khabib doesn't approve of the matchup, standing in Islam's corner, watching a man he says hasn't earned the shot try to take down his protege. That's more than a fight. That's ideology versus ambition. Respect versus flash. Legacy versus rise. Ilia Topuria isn't here to play by the rules, he's here to rewrite them. While Khabib and hardcore purists say he should earn a shot at the lightweight belt, Topuria is on a completely different wavelength. According to him, the idea of fighting in a #1 contender bout is laughable. There's no way I have to fight to the #1 contender, Topuria said. I have to fight directly for the belt. Dana White wouldn't tell me that. He would say, for the belt. That's a bold flex, and it tells you everything you need to know about Topuria's mindset. In his eyes, knocking out Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway back-to-back, two of the best featherweights of all time, puts him in an elite category that doesn't need extra validation. He's not just betting on his skills, he's betting on his star power. Undefeated, 16-0, electric style, highlight reel finishes, and now walking away from a featherweight belt at UFC 314? The timing is perfect for a superstar leap. And Topuria knows the UFC loves big moments and marketable clashes, and he wants to be that moment. From a promotional standpoint, he might have a point. With Makhachev running out of fresh contenders at 155, a super fight with an undefeated, title-vacating killer like Topuria could be a goldmine. It checks all the boxes: fresh face, real danger, real storyline, and massive global appeal, especially with Topuria's growing fan base in Europe and Latin America. But make no mistake, skipping the line comes with a target on your back. If Topuria does get a straight title shot, every lightweight contender will be watching, waiting to say, you didn't earn it. That means more pressure, more spotlight, and zero room for error. Topuria thrives in that chaos. He's the kind of fighter who wants everyone coming for him. And if Dana White does give him the green light for a summer or September title shot, it'll prove something else. Topuria doesn't just fight like a star, he moves like one too. While the MMA world is buzzing about Ilia Topuria stepping up to challenge Islam Makhachev, rumors are flying that Islam might be looking in a totally different direction, and it's got fight fans split. Sources close to Makhachev's camp have hinted that Islam is eyeing Paddy Pimblett as a potential opponent after UFC 314. Yes, Paddy the Baddie, the charismatic scouser known more for post-fight pizzas and mic drops than title contention. Why? The theories are flying. Massive mainstream appeal. A fight with Paddy would draw huge casual attention and global media. A stay-busy fight. If Topuria ends up taking a contender bout, say against Oliveira, Islam might opt for a high-profile, low-risk matchup to stay active. Ego play. Maybe Islam's trolling the idea that Topuria or other contenders haven't truly earned the shot. So why not fight someone even less qualified, just to prove the belt doesn't come easy? Either way, if Islam pivots to Paddy, it throws a whole wrench into the lightweight title picture. Topuria would be left waiting, possibly needing to fight Charles Oliveira or Dustin Poirier after all, just like Khabib wants. But from a promotional lens, Islam versus Paddy would be insanity. The build-up, the trash talk, the stylistic clash, it would be pure chaos, and likely wouldn't last long in the cage, but would dominate headlines. Still, it begs the question, is Makhachev ducking Topuria's storm, or just playing the business game? Because if he really wanted to cement his legacy as the undisputed #1 P4P king, taking on the undefeated, red-hot featherweight champion, coming off back-to-back legend KOs, seems like the obvious move. But if he takes Paddy instead,